So, anybody out there besides me tired of social distancing? Okay, so kind of a fun project here to take off from where we uh, left off the last assignment, where you were working with your little cubes and building those 5 figures using a 3/4 by 3/4 by 3/4 inch cube. We're going to make it something a little bit bigger. We're going to make open spaces where people can congregate, where people can meet other friends and have fun and be together and be social and all those great kinds of things we used to be able to do, we can't do anymore. So what you're seeing right now is an example of what I've created. And you look in the background, these blocks look familiar. Yeah, those are the same blocks, shape-wise, square-wise, that we used for creating those figures. And in this case, what I did is I just beefed them up real big. So instead of being 3/4 inch by 3/4 inch, they're 30 feet by 30 feet, a little bit bigger. And so what I've done is I've created kind of a space in which people might enter, people might come into, be a desirable place to come into with some water features, some plantings, and just an area that's kind of in general, the kind of place where people might come and gather. So I'm going to show you how to do that. I haven't finished it completely out, and I don't expect you to finish it completely out either. Just get an idea for some kind of space. So we're going to start over. I'm going to start over and just show you how I got to the basic of this, and just show you how I start putting in some details, some finishes, and so forth and so on, and where I find the people. It's pretty easy and it's fun. You just kind of be creative and have some fun with it. That's what I'm really looking for. But I'm looking for an effort, something maybe up to this level, and it's not as hard as you think. The computer's doing most of the work. Okay, so we're going to get started. Create a new, and we want a simple template, feet and inches. On a cell phone saying, hey, someplace where we can meet? I don't know. I don't know any place. Cops are everywhere, right? Yeah, that's not what she's saying. Anyway, this is where we're going to start, just like we before. I'm gonna move her out of the way a little bit. Use my move command, and just kind of put you on the red line, kind of out of the way a little bit, way over there, right? So this looks familiar, so we're going to start exactly as before with a rectangle. I'm going to start pulling that out like that. Okay, and then just let go with the cursor. Down in the lower right-hand corner, you see dimensions. We're going to change these dimensions. Instead of 3/4 of an inch, though, we're going to use 30 feet by 30 feet. Okay, so 30 feet, comma, space, 30 feet. You see my dimensions change down there in the right corner. Boom, there it is. And I'm going to pop this up to 30 feet by 30 feet. So I'm going to go over here, use my pull command, start going up, and I'm going to put 30 feet into there as well. 30 feet, you see it changed in the lower right corner. Hit enter, there it is. So let's back out because this is really big. All right, there we go. And there's my 30 foot by 30 foot by 30 foot block. And I'm going to do the same thing I did with the smaller units. I'm going to select that. Okay. Then we're going to go Control C, Control V. I'm going to swing around back here. I'm going to put block on there. Control V again. Put another block right there. Control V. And put one right up on top. Blink right there. So now I've got that basic form that you saw in my demo picture, which at the very beginning. There's one of the corners. So I'm going to make the other 4 corners. I'm going to turn this with using my orbit sphere, and I'm going to then orbit hit shift and hold the wheel down. And I'm going to create 3 more of these on the corner. So I'm going to select all this again, the whole thing. I'm going to go Control C, Control V, and I'm going to plop that down right about right there. Right there. That's good. All right. Now you notice it's in the same orientation. I got to rotate it. Where do I rotate it? I rotate it on this corner. I want it to rotate right around here, around the center. So that's going to turn 90 degrees to my left. So I'll go over here to my rotation, I want to move in a little bit so I can see that corner right there. Click it a second time, extend it up, and now start turning. Oh, almost forgot. Very big. There he goes. Way around. Zoop, like that. Now I got the second quarter. I'm going to come in here. That's not good. Whew. Sometimes it gets a little bit hairy doing this. There we go. There we go. Now I need 2 more of those over here. So I'm going to capture the whole thing. Right. Oops, let's try that again. There we go. All that. Control C, Control B. Now they come in there. Right in there. Like that. Now, problem is I need to reverse them, so I want to reverse the whole thing. So how do I do that? Well, I want to reverse them from a midpoint halfway between here and here. So what I'm going to do, very simple, line, come in here and draw a line there to there, and then I'm going to come back to my rotation. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it over to the line, and see how that happened? Blue dot with the sign midpoint. I want the halfway point there in that line. I'm going to go up here, and I'm going to pull, rotate. Come on, rotate around. Yeah, I'm going to kind of eyeball it. There we go. All right, there we go. There it is. All right, so there I've got that basic structure. All right. You can see there's my person way down over here. She's kind of small, but now I've got my space in there. I can now do some things like the fountain I had. How do I do that? Well, I'm going to come in here and I want to put it right in the center. Okay, so what I think I'll do is I need to find that center point. I'm going to draw a line from that corner down here and one from here to there, and when they meet in the middle, that should be my center. So, line, boom, boom, and then go to here and do another line there to there. And I don't really need that. Get rid of that. Delete that out. Right there's my center for my circle. So I'm going to come back over here, figures. I'm going to do a circle. How big do I want that? And, I want a pretty big pond. All right, there we go. Yep, caught that again. I don't know why that keeps showing up. I'm going to just get rid of that. Delete that part right there. So I'll come in and I can see I've got my circle here. I'm going to get rid of these lines. Actually, they're cut off by the circle. I want the stuff on the inside here out. So I'm going to take my eraser, there, there, and I'll leave the other stuff in. I may be able to play around with this a little bit. We'll see. All right. So now what I want is I want to put an edge to this thing. So I want a ring inside the ring. Okay. And that's pretty easy to do. Do a circle again. Come here to the center. It shows where the center is. I'm going to pull that out. How much of an edge? Yeah, some of the people could like sit on. Yeah. And not fall into the water. That would be nice. All right. So right there, that's, oops. All right. So there we go. Now I've got 2 circles right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this up. Right. I'm going to pull it up. With my pull-up command right here. I don't want it too high. Yeah, kind of like that. That looks pretty good. And then I'm going to pull this up to just a little bit up underneath there. Right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn this into one thing. I'm going to turn that into water. Now, where do I find all this stuff? Over here on the side. See all this stuff on the side? Yeah, all of this over here is different things. So you got components and you got materials. Right? And we want materials, and so I want that to be made out of, I don't know, not metal. How about stone? Yeah, stone. I have some nice stone around there. I'm gonna do stone. I'm gonna do stone. The bucket right there. Stone on that part. Yep, there you go. Stone. Stone around the outside. So I got the nice stones there. And then what I'm going to do with that, I'm going to turn that into water. Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, let's make it nice and blue. All right, nice and blue water. There we go. So there's my, you can see that it's right underneath there. It's too bad that, I don't know if you can do a fountain here or not. But anyway, so there I have some water. I'm going to put some pavement around here. So I'm going to draw a line. I'm going to give myself some end lines. So I'm going to, because I want to do each one of these. Line, and right there, endpoint, endpoint, right? That's cool. I'm gonna come out here. I'm gonna swing this around. I want another line. I'll show you while I'm doing this. There, and from here to here, there to there. All right. So now I've got all these planes that I'm dealing with. All right. So I'm going to give myself some more paving or stone or something. I'm going to make landscaping. Landscaping? No. I like stone. No, but not that kind of stone. I want paving. Carpet, brick. Brick. No. No. Asphalt, concrete? No. What am I going to put on here? Water. Already done water. Tile. Let's do some tile. Yeah, this is kind of what I was looking for. Something really kind of fancy, a nice looking tile. So I'm going to take this stuff right here. We'll see what this does. And I can do this. No, there it goes. Boom. Boom. See, I can work myself away around like that. I could do different kinds of tile. I could have like that is one type right there, and I could do a second type right here. So I can kind of mix it up a little bit. Something like that. Something like that. It depends what you want to do. I can then, if I want plantings, I'm going to put up where I get my trees. Well, landscaping, fencing, vegetation, right? So I'm going to type in here. So let's go up here to the top. Search. Now we're going to get out materials. We're going to go to components. Materials are materials. Components are things like people and trees and stuff like that. So I'm going to put in trees, and I'm going to put a tree in. Okay. And there we go. I'll put a tree in here. I could like have like 3. I have like 3 trees right there. So I'm just gonna go and grab this, Control C, Control V. Right there, and Control V. I try to line them up. Try and line them up. So I go down here. Yeah, I'm gonna back this one right here. I'll put that one right there in line with that one, and then I'm gonna go back over here and grab this one, and I'm gonna move that back. Oops, gotta get my move command. Move command. Right, there we go. Right, and now see I've got this kind of nice thing going on where I have the entrance to the courtyard with some trees there or stuff like that. I can throw some people in here. People. And I found there's lots of people, as you can see, right? Page 1 of 1,608, right? That's amazing. Let's put a bunch of people in here. There was a large grouping of people that I had before. They were all kind of blank people. They didn't take a whole lot. One of the things you're going to find is the more of this stuff you put in here, the more space it takes and the slower your programs. So if you can do like wire people, and I'm not seeing them right now, I need to find just a small group of people that I can stick in there for you. So, there they are. Yeah, something like that. And then, so now I'm swinging around. There's some people in my courtyard. They're a little flat. I find their personalities kind of flat. But anyway, but you see what you can do. And you can find more people. You can even park a school bus in here. Or something like that. I think it's a bus. Or is it? It's not showing up. Anyway, you get, oh, there they are. Oh, look, the bus. Ooh, I don't have a bus in my pond. Right. Yeah, get that person out of the building. I don't know what this is going to look like. When I swing over, this may be a disaster. Oh, that's not so bad. All right. So there you go. Maybe it's a food truck. Food truck in the courtyard on a sunny day, and you get to go out and you get to meet other people. And you don't have to stay in the house anymore. And you go out and kind of have a normal life. So that's what I want you to do. Try building yourself a kind of a cool outdoor space. See how it goes. But throw some people in there. Throw some trees in there. Whatever. Benches. You can find benches. You can come up here. I believe it does. B-E-N-C-H. You may even have people on benches. There's some benches you can throw in. People on benches. Right? P-E-O, I think it's spelled P-L-E, Mr. Jarrett. Yes, people on benches. And we'll get the spelling right here and there. All right, so there you go. All right, so have some fun. Build your own space. Thanks for listening.